What if I told you there was a way to shoot nice horizontal videos and make them vertical without having to crop in or compromise on your framing? And with this video, I'm going to show you how simple this is to pull off with just a few clicks and a couple of programs. And make sure to stick around to the end because I have a little trick that really helps to sell this effect really well. To pull off this effect, all you need is a video editing software and Adobe Photoshop. Step number one is to bring in your video clip into your video editor. I would suggest choosing a clip where the camera is not moving and also where there's nothing entering or exiting from the top or the bottom. Now we need to choose a single frame of our video and export that as a still frame. This is pretty easy to do in any video editing software, but you can also just simply take a screenshot of the full image of your video. Now, once you have that image, you bring it into Adobe Photoshop. We're going to use the crop tool and we're going to expand the top and the bottom of the image with a 16:9 aspect ratio. This will ensure that the final image that we produce is going to be perfect for vertical video content. Once you've made that selection, you can now use the generative expand tool. And this is really where the magic happens, where AI takes over, looks at all the information in that single still frame, and it generates the rest of the image. Now, if you don't like the first image that Photoshop produced, you can choose through the first three options, or if you want to kind of re-roll and see what else AI will do, then you can do that pretty much as you want until you find a nice image that works for you. Then once you get everything the way you want it, we need to export it. So go File, Export As. I normally do a JPEG and I do the quality as high as I can go. Now we go back into our video editing software and we create a new timeline for vertical video, which would be 1920 high by 1080 wide. Now we take our original horizontal video, we bring it onto the timeline. Don't crop in though. Don't scale it. What we're going to do next is take that nice vertical AI generated image and we're going to put that right underneath our clip. And like magic, we now have a vertical video clip. But there's one little tip that'll actually help to make this effect look even more cohesive than it already is. I find that using the masking tool with a nice, subtle, soft feather on my image will help to blend the original video and the AI generated image even better. Because in my experience, there have been some times where you can kind of see a seam or like a line where the video starts and where it ends compared to the background. So using that mask will basically just eliminate those lines and it will make it nice and blended in beautifully. I love this effect so much because I was so tired of having to just always shoot vertically or just crop into my horizontal images, and then I lose all the framing. I lose a lot of information that way. And I just love that there is an alternative to the more traditional ways of doing vertical video. I'm sure some of you may be thinking that this effect is kind of limiting, considering that your camera has to be stable, locked off, not moving, and that you can't have anything going out of the top or the bottom of the frame. And I would agree with you. It is limiting, but it's nice for certain use cases where you don't have that sort of stuff going on in your frame and you do have a camera locked off. For me personally, if I'm recording myself and I'm doing more wide shots anyway, then it's a nice option to have, so that way I don't have to just crop into my video later or fix the framing. But I'm curious to know, have you tried this technique? What kind of stuff have you tried it on, or what are you going to be trying it on? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, if you got some value out of this video, why don't you go ahead and add some value right back to it by hitting that like button. You can check out links to gear that I use, my Lightroom presets, and loads of other fun stuff down in the video description. So go out, have fun shooting, have fun editing, and until the next time, my name is XOPAC. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.